everybody, this is Mr. Regner, and this is once again our Spiral Review. So nice we can say it twice. We are reviewing our Spiral Review for week number 8. Can't believe it's already week number 8 already. So let's take a look at it. We have 6 questions today. The questions we look at on day number 1 are similar to the questions we're going to see all week long. Maybe the numbers change, but the math stays the same. So we can prepare all week for our graded assignment coming up at the end of the week. Let's go ahead and look at number 1 right now. Number 1 gives you a nice little visual. You've got a box, a cube, and we want to figure out the cubic centimeters. Now keep in mind it says you've got this rectangular prism. We can count up the number of centimeters on each length, and the number of cubic centimeters are represented by each cube. Now you could potentially figure out how many cubes you see and how many cubes you don't see that make up this huge cube, or you could think about the volume formula. The volume formula says we're going to take the length times the width times the height. And we do know how much the length is, how much the height is, how much the width is. We can multiply all 3 of those numbers together. Some of you will want to multiply just 2 numbers at a time and then take that product and multiply it by the 3rd number. That would probably be the best way to solve this problem. Let's move on now to number 2. Question number 2 gives you some addition and subtraction problems. Now, a little catch is that we have big numbers, so you want to make sure you're setting these up. You want to add, you want to subtract, you want to borrow, you want to carry your numbers correctly for number 2. Double check your work. Remember, when you're adding, you can always check your work by taking your answer and subtracting one of the addends away to get the other one. When you're adding, or sorry, I said that one. When you're subtracting, you can add. So when you do the opposite or inverse operation, you can check your answers. Move on to now number 3. Number 3 says enter your answer as a fraction. So you're going to use that backslash button to enter your answer here. But we have fractions. We're subtracting. You got to get your common denominators. Don't forget that. Once you have your common denominator, that numerator may change, right? It changes in the same way that the denominator would change. Keep the denominator the same in your answer. Change only the numerator by subtracting them. Let's move on now to question number 4. In question 4, multiply. We're going to multiply, in this case, a 3-digit number times a 1-digit number. You may want to use an area model for this, or you may just multiply kind of the normal old-fashioned way. Either way, you'll get the same answer and you'll type it in. Now for question number 5, as we look at it, we are taking words and turning them into decimals. Now if you just say the words, you're saying the decimal. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're going through. For example, your 1/10, I'm saying the decimal, 1/10. Got to think about my place values, where that 1 would go. It'd go in the tens place. Question number 6. It says, select the expressions that have the same value as 314 thousandths. Now, a couple of things here. First, there may be more than one correct answer, so keep that in mind. This is like a multiple answer kind of question, right? So if maybe the first choice is correct, don't just pick it and move on. Look at all the options to make sure they all work. Some of them you'll notice are going to be in word form. Some of them you'll notice are going to be kind of number form, where you're taking a number, for example, like the 3rd and 4th options. It says a number times 1/10. If I do, let's say, 3 times 1/10, that's going to be 3/10. If I do 31 times 1/10, that's going to be 3 1/10, right? You're just moving that decimal over to the left when you multiply by a 10th. That may help you out on question number 6. Hey guys, that's a wrap for week number 8, the Spiral Review for week 8. This is day 1. You'll practice again on day 2, day 3, day 4, and the graded assignment is coming up for you at the end of the week. Good luck. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you next time.
Math! Aftermath, it's the aftermath. Aftermath, it's the aftermath. Math class is fun, but when it's done, stay in the zone. On your own, it's Math Review, made just for you. Take a video wherever you go. Aftermath, it's the aftermath. Aftermath, it's the aftermath. Oh yeah.